think I found our help hand. First we'll solve this problem for the moblins, and we'll see about completing their feat. Rakarok can't meet his obligations without more help hands. The pot pact is broken and pots are emptying. You've come to aid Rakarok? Rakarok accepts your hand lending with joyous smiles. If we can offer the pot sworn their promised good living, we might save the day yet. Whatever you need. Okay, let's see what the scythe is. I didn't realize I got a new chest piece. The scythe looks okay, but I need to change the outfit. Because I want to keep the outfit I was using. Wait, hold on, I can just... Okay, Tural. I very much prefer looking a certain way. And these do not match. Up. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I keep wearing the Nier Automata stuff. I'm fine with the size, it looks decent. Okay, mini fires, Earth and Shire. There we go. Okay. There we go. First... Okay, okay. I already read that. Really? A new chest piece? What Rakarok needs is our new help hands to create good living for Potsworn Kahe. The help hand assigned to Kahe was hurt during the rock rain, so Rakarok took over, but he knows nothing of Kahe. What does Kahe want? What does Kahe need? Help hands do not bother the Potsworn with straight tasks. My job is to observe and anticipate, to prepare things with guess think. Please guess think with Rakarok. Find out what Kahe is lacking so we can provide it. You can count on us. I do find it interesting that the Moblins and the Goblins of the Source both wear masks, while the ones in the what are they called in the first? I forgot what they were called in the first. They were called something different, but they didn't have masks. They did not have masks. Wait, I'm thinking of different people, I think. Yeah, I think I'm someone else, never mind. Gnolls? Yeah. Yeah, the Gnolls of the Source and the ones in the first both don't wear masks. Let's take a peek inside then. Water. That must be Kahe. It'll be a quick a lot quicker if we could just talk to him, but that's not the way they do things around here, apparently. He needs water. We'll have to leave him be and try our hand at some guest think. Inspect the workshop. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target a point of interest and examine it in more detail. Worn goldsmithing. These tools are looking pretty worn down. Maybe it's time for some new ones. Crafting materials. Well, he has no shortage of crafting materials. There must be something else he's missing. So definitely one of those things. Untouched meal. Does he not like the food? He's barely touched his meal. That dish isn't meant to be eaten hot, or it loses its savor. What am I missing? Oh, I can just look at him. He must be boiling sitting so close to the furnace. There's no airflow to speak of. How could anyone work in that stifling heat? I know that feeling. Working in a place like that. It was hell. Alright, after taking a good look, I think I have an idea of what things Kahe might want to improve his working conditions. Let's head back outside and talk to Rakarok. Come on, let's share what we observed with Rakarok. Kof, you made your observations. What did you guess think? First off, I noticed Kahe hasn't touched his food, and an empty belly can't be good for his concentration. Maybe the cooking isn't to his liking? But our food is very mouth-pleasing. Why wouldn't he want to eat it? But Rakarok is sure of nothing when it comes to Kahe's tastes. I can help you with that. My brother Koana is also het sorrow, and while everyone has their personal preferences, there are some that they tend to share. Like an aversion to piping hot dishes. If it was brought to him like that, Kahe probably wouldn't have been able to eat until it cooled down. By the time he came back to it, he might have found it cold and unappetizing. The simplest solution is to serve dishes that taste good no matter the temperature. Rakarok never would have thought of that. Would the third promise mind explaining these things to our cook? Not at all, but I don't think that was the only reason Kahe couldn't concentrate. The Hetsaro homeland is hot and dry, but even Kahe seemed to be suffering in front of that furnace. Is there any way you could cool down the workshop? Oh, we could try a drafty shard. They make a lovely breeze. A drafty shard. An ice shard? Do you know where we can get one of those? You can gather them from the Shoals of No Return. That's definitely an interesting place name. There are many old boats there, abandoned by those who gave up in their search for the Golden City. So we salvaged them from the wrecks. Could you handle that for us, Velvet? Yeah, I always go and gather stuff. Oh, and one more thing. From what I could tell, Kahe's files and saws and things were very worn down. Maybe a new set of tools is in order. Ah, Rakarok was too preoccupied with stocking materials. A serious oversight which he will rectify. Supplying good tools for good living is a help hand's responsibility. Off topic, but I really do hope there's a dragon that pops up in, Corral. Because I love dragons. They're cool. Then we will have work to do. We can meet back here when our tasks are done. The shores of no return are past the crags, through a tunnel southeast of here. You should be able to spot the passage from just outside the village. There was no time to meddle tests. The help hands are frantic. The pot packs must be upheld. I may find their way of speaking weird, but I have a feeling they find our way of speaking weird too. You're Velvet, aren't you? What brings you out here? Ah, the issue was caring for the pot swarm? When they approached me with that same problem, I suggested they commission artisans in Charlian instead. The quality of craftsmanship would be guaranteed after all. However, the Moblins did not care for the idea. Surely it would be more effective to engage a uniformly trained collective. I cannot understand their fixation on individual contracts. Perhaps the custom will make more sense when we begin to feed the pots. Until then, we've been deemed unfit to assist in the matter of help hands, and are instead tasked with tending the injured. We were on our way back from procuring herbs for Urianje, in fact. Settlements in Kozama Uka too have been isolated by the storm's destruction. What would have become of the wounded had we not found a way here? Should I become Dawntrail, one of my first acts will be to establish reliable trade routes to the capital. When I imagine how much good we can achieve with Charlian technology. My apologies, I have much to consider. If you will excuse us. We'll meet again soon, I'm sure. Take care, Velvet. I wonder if how often Thancred cleans his outfit. He's been wearing that since Shadowbringers. And Urianje's been wearing his since Shadowbringers too. You spot the tunnel opening, head through the passage to the shores of no return and recover the drafty shard. I have a wind shard right here. I assume that's what he wants. I even have a water shard. And an ice shard. I have a lot of shards. Why can't I just take one of mine? No, I have to go on a fetch quest. What other mounts do I have that I can use? Oh, not many. I got Doggo, Pig. I got Car. Big Chocobo. Griffin. Dwag. Actually, I kind of want to use this one. I'll put this one just next to my Drake. It feels like it moves slower, but I'm pretty sure it's going the same speed. Oh, my back. That hurt. Fire shard. Okay, bright green. That's the wind shard. Oh, wow. There it goes again. Back pain. Oh, there we go again. That's new. Why don't we combine a wind shard and an ice shard to make, like, AC? I feel like that would work. And if you need a heater, just combine the wind shard with a fire shard. I want to take out a pet, too. My minions. Let me put this one here. We take out MIDI. There we go. I'm pretty sure he stays out once I get back off of my mount. Does he? Oh yeah, there he is. I wonder when Midi's actually going to talk to us in the story again. Is that a cool breeze Rakarok feels? I just realized something. People in this world that have a shock kink would probably use shock shards or something. Electric shards. Yes, thank you for finding a drafty shard. Rakarok will add it to the new set of tools he brought. And I come bearing good food tidings. The cook has prepared a feast fit for the most discerning Hetsaro, and it's on its way even as we speak. Let's go in and see what Kahe thinks about efforts. It would be hilarious if he actually hated it all. Like we completely misread the situation. Nope, he looks happy. I was wondering what occasion called for me to receive so many visitors. A fine meal, new tools, and a welcome source of cool air. Now I remember why I signed a pot pact. I am grateful for your kind considerations. Allow me a moment or two, and I'll reciprocate with a worthy piece of a pot sworn. A piece worthy of a pot sworn. An oil lamp to brighten the halls of Volok Shunsa. Crap, ow my eye. The craftsmanship satisfies Earthenshire's reputation for quality, I trust. Such luster, such brilliance, truly a gift fit for the Dawn Servant. I'm glad you like it, considering the time I've wasted till now. I hope to continue crafting at this improved pace. I have a contract to fulfill, after all. I like the little happy dances they do. Though they also do that sometimes when they're in a panic. Forgive my interruption. Lamati, I am told the Elector has deemed the crisis past and is prepared to task us with defeat. That's great news. Thank you for letting me know. So this is the craft of a potsworn. It is indeed a masterful piece. Thank you for your words of praise, Second Promise. I drew inspiration from Kozama Uka's natural beauty and sought to capture it in my work. I wondered why the Moblins did not simply build a workshop in the city, and now I have my answer. Even Charlie and Goldsmiths could not easily replicate such exquisite artistry. One cannot create things if one lacks creative impetus. Tuli Halal, fortunately, does not want for inspiration. Anyone wishing to learn the basics of a craft would do well to study it there. I was raised among Hetsara more traditional than most, and the shared ingenuity of Teral's various peoples are eye-opening. You lived as a traditional Hetsaro? I have a few fond memories of nomadic life. Bad childhood. Bad childhood from the sounds of it. Would that I could forget that time. I tried a serving of the dish we prepared for Kahe. It was so good I had a second helping. Now my workspace is just the way I like it. I have inspiration oozing from every pore. Think that lantern was nice? Just wait until my next masterpiece. Rakarok is very grateful to you. I thank you both for your hard work and clever guest think. When it comes to help handing, knowing the Potsworn really is important. Well, that's true for pretty much everyone you meet. It's a lesson I've had drummed into me several times already on this journey. Here's the chess piece that's gonna ruin my luck. Oh, actually. I mean, it wasn't long, but I like to look. What? I'll take it. I'll definitely have to save that for later so I don't have to re-buy it. I can just put it in my glamour chest. The elector bids the claimants assemble in the large building on the west side of the village. I will head over after finding Sancred and Urianger. Ah, I also ran into the Levier twins on the way here. I took the liberty of directing them to the venue. We're rivals. It's not his job to make sure I know the feat is starting, but even now, he's conscientious to a fault. Anyway, let's not keep Ready Rock waiting. Yeah, out of all the... it's just endless pets, I know. Constant pets. I will forever be pet. I know. I assumed so. Can I... hold on. Oh. Okay. I thought everyone would be here by now. No, I think we're just early. Or they went on ahead. Ready Rock thanks you for assisting Help Hand Rakarok. She will announce the feat once the other claimants arrive, so please be patient a little while longer. Huh? I'm going to be pet so much that I start losing you know how erasers just dwindle down to nothing when you keep using them? Imagine that, but with happening from petting on my head. I am happy to report that we were able to convince one of the Potsworn to stay. How did you fare? I got a new chess piece. That looks decent. If you managed to do the same, so you managed to do the same. Splendid. Ah, here comes the warmonger. Welcome to Earthenshire, First Promise. We support your plans for salt crossings and the new potsworn they will bring. Hail the mighty Zoraljaw. He cleared many piles of rockfall as if they were pebble stones. The resilient son for Dawn Servant. Zoraljaw was clearing fallen rocks? I'm surprised he would volunteer his time for anything unrelated to the contest. Well met. Well, we meet again. Oh, and here's the two-head supremacist. All of us in the same place for once. Just in time for the feat to begin. I'll bet he was already here, laying low while the rest of us did all the work. Most likely. Oh, you didn't have any comeback to that. He was just waiting until it started. Claimants, your attention please. As Ready Rock has explained, many of our potsworn left us following the storm. The precious metalwork crafted by those artisans bring in much jingly shine from across the salt. Should our stream of trade goods dry up, Earthenshire will suffer. Tuliholal merchants will suffer. So Ready Rock sets you this feat. Each of you are to find one clever hand goldsmith to bring. I know who we can bring. Someone we helped before we got here. One clever hand goldsmith to bring back here to us. So we recruit new potsworn. Makes sense for the feat of pots. Calling this a feat does not justify taking advantage of the claimants and their influence. How does finding workers for you demonstrate their worthiness for the throne? It shows that you understand their culture. You are free to refuse Ready Rock's request. She will be happy to inform the Dawn Servant of Zoraljaw's disqualification. Ooh. The right is a means to an end. The steps we take to get there are not important. Then Ready Rock declares the feat of pots begun. But remember, a pot pact must be agreed to willingly. No grab snatching or deceitful tongue flaps. The Elector said nothing of taking a willing artisan from a rival. Which is exactly what we should do. Hehehehe. Fine suggestion, brother. I'm glad you think so, brother. Come, let us lay our plans. That nasty brute is up to something. Aye, he may seek to delay us again as he did on the river. We can but remain vigilant while we plot our course. What do you think, Wuklamot? Have you any candidates in mind to satisfy this feat? Yes, we do. Someone from Ul'dah. I know some artisans amongst my supporters, but they're all in their twilight years. I couldn't ask them to give up the comforts of Tuliholal to live in this remote village, no matter how beautiful the scenery. Meanwhile, Koana probably has 100 young craftspeople to choose from. Not that I'm comparing us, you understand. That's just a statement of fact. Good, she's learning. I suppose we could just try asking around Wachumeki. That seems a logical place to start. Back to Tuliholal it is. Wait, does that mean we have to take the boat again? Story? For the story? Yes. Gameplay-wise, I could just take the Aetheryte. No, I can't do it. I can't stomach another boat ride. You said I should share my burdens, so I'll speak plainly. The truth is, I get really, really sick on boats. I mean, it was obvious. We all knew it was obvious. Well, Clement, this is hardly news. But it was brave of you to admit. In any case, we won't be fighting the current this time. Heading down river will be much smoother. It will? Are you sure? The sad eyes. I'm positive, mostly. She's so adorable. I still love that she's voiced by a trans woman. What obstacle will Bakul Jaja throw at us next? Or will he try something more direct? Oh, okay. Hope you have a good day at work. I'll obviously be messaging you after I'm done streaming. Did we mention the pot sworn in our care required a constant stream of encouragement in order to craft? The four of us must have chanted the same cheer dozens, if not hundreds of times. Cute. Okay, I'm moving again. If not hundreds of times, Aaronville was scolded more than once for not cheering loudly enough. Wuklamot suffers such terrible bouts of seasickness. I wish I had a spell or potion that could ease her nausea. I've procured many unusual items for clients, but meeting the personalized needs of a pot sworn is not an experience I'd care to repeat. I'll be back, Wuklamot. I kind of want to, work on this, glamour. With someone RPing over here. Oh no, damn it. Turned off my HUD. I need to go to... There we... Damn it. Yeah, there we go. Da, 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 da. Oh, I also need to just put this stuff in. Store as glamour. Store as glamour. Store as glamour. Hold on. I think there's stuff in my armory chest that I need to take out. Oh, I need to take... Has this been fixed fully? Yeah, it has. Return to inventory. Did I get a new hat? Yeah, return to inventory. Emperor's new hat. Velvet cap of maiming. Which one is this? Which one does this? I'll put this in inventory. Chest piece. Return to inventory. Return to inventory. Any old pants that I don't need? Doesn't look like it. Just need to make sure I have enough room. Okay. There we go. Okay. I do kind of want to change how my outfit looks. I'm always going to keep that feather because I like it. Oh, I still like this outfit. The big purple thing. Maybe I'll use this. I need to change it to my... Okay, void blue. Reaper's arm guards. Just keep it simple for the gloves. I'll just use the Reaper stuff. Dye. Oh, wait. Interesting. That they added some... Hold on. Wait, hold on. Previously applied dyes. I want blue here. And this one. Dye 2. How does this work? I'll just put it there. I'll just do that. Kinda like that. I'm getting way too invested in this. Oh, I need to change the color of this. Okay. I'll use this scythe. But I want it to be red. Okay. I like glamour. Ba, 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 ba. I need to go over here. That's the closest Ethernet shard. Once it, I've almost been streaming for 3 hours. I think I'll go with her. In 20 minutes, I'll do just another hour of streaming. Have I talked to everyone? Oh yeah, I have. Oh, I need a moment. Upriver or downriver? Iku Katumu is too rough for me. The nausea is a bit more bearable now that I've stopped trying to hide it, but I'd still rather not set foot on a boat if I can help it. Alright, I think I'm ready. Let's see if Master Ropley can help us recruit a Potsworn. Funny thoughts I'm having. Whew, the fresh harbor air is just what I needed. So this is the Wachu Meki Meki that Wuklamot was talking about. I'd had to make it this far in my wanderings. Surely at least one person will answer Wuklamot's call for a Potsworn. Maybe Master Ropley can help us. Aaronville brought us here on our first tour of the city, but time did not permit a close look. I should like to observe these masters at work. Wachu Meki Meki is a gathering spot for skilled artisans of all kinds. If we're to find a Potsworn candidate, I can think of no better place to begin our search. Ow. Yeah. I've got to do something. Okay. Greetings, Third Promise. What brings you back to Wachu Meki Meki? You've not chipped your axe again, have you? No, Master Ropley. Actually, I have a favor to ask. No. Blah blah blah. Favor. Backstory. So what do you think? Do you know of any craftsmen who might be interested? Filching my artisans to Moblins, eh? Well, seeing as it's the Third Promise making the request, I'm willing to look the other way if one of them decides to take you up on the offer. Only I can't think of a suitable candidate off the top of my head. Who do I know with a mastery of goldsmithing that would also have no qualms about relocating to Earthenshire? What if the Ellison man who just started working here? You mean Fonjontaine? He did say he was employed at some fancy jewelry store across the salt. And considering the distance he's already come, I'd like to think he wouldn't mind moving a little up the river. That said, he's only just got himself a new job. Is it too soon to ask him to sign a pot pact? There's no harm in making the offer. Once he hears how well the Potsworn are treated, he may even jump at the chance. Either way, you won't find Fonjontaine at his workbench at this hour. He's finished for the day, probably enjoying a meal at Balyav Thai. Then maybe we should go and talk to him, just you and me. Since he knows us, wouldn't want him to feel intimidated by having to deal with a crowd of new faces. The two of us can handle this. Take a rest at the cabins if you like. You know what sucks? Before I started streaming, I was just getting ready. I got this soda drink. The, like, A&W ice cream sundae drink soda thing. I placed it on my desk, and as I was cleaning my desk, I dropped it on the floor, and then it just popped open, making a mess. That was annoying. Right, let's go and see a man about a pot. Just some random thing I remembered happened. Ba, ba, ba. Or I could use mounts in cities. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. I'm still not sure about this. I have a feeling he'll jump on the chance. Oh, Velvet, you're here too. The third promise said she wanted to chat. I've just finished eating, so shall we find a quiet spot outside? I love dragons. I just have to reiterate that. The last time we talked on the beach, you were in a miserable state. Ah, yes I was, wasn't I? A lost soul, until the two of you came along and helped me rediscover my purpose. A new place of employment has been most welcoming. And for the first time in a long time, I feel content with my lot in life. Oh no, I'm going to throw him another curveball. That's wonderful. So what is it you wish to discuss? To make another uprooting of your life. Well, it's hard to ask this right after you've settled in, but I'm looking for someone to become a potsworn. Ah, I've heard my new colleagues mention the term. That's when an artisan signs a contract to work for the Moblins, isn't it? But you're not a Moblin. I'm not sure I understand. It's for a feat in the right of succession. I need to bring a new potsworn to the Earthenshire. No. So that is the way of it. We've barely met, and after pushing you to work at Wachumeki Meki, I'm now demanding you throw that away and sign a pact instead. It's a selfish request, I know. You're not demanding, you're asking. There's a difference. I have something to tell you, Third Promise. The other day, I completed the necessary procedures for immigration. I'm pleased to say I am now an official subject of Tuli Holal. Damn, I wish some places had that easy. Thinking of a certain country. I've since endeavored to learn what I can of my new nation, beginning with the right to succession and its claimants, including you, of course. Now, you will recall it was my father's example which led me to pursue goldsmithing. He was at East End when Garlean forces laid siege to the settlement, and in the ensuing chaos he was slain. War took him from me in an instant. A man I loved and admired. I never wish to suffer such a loss again. And so, as much as I'm indebted to you for turning my life around, it is as a fellow peace-loving Tulihyolan that I want you to win the throne. If I can help you achieve that by signing a pot pact, then I shall gladly do so. Bonjontain, thank you. I shall return to Master Ropley and inform him of my decision. Allow me, I'm the reason you're leaving, so I should be the one to deliver the news. Damn it, this guy got here like days ago, and now he's just an official citizen of Tuliholal. That honestly should be how it is. Perhaps you remember me. Baruch Ivu, owner of Balyav Tai. I'd like a word if you don't mind. You're Wiklamat's ally from across the salt, right? And a hero of some renown, too. The gossips to be believed. Well, as it so happens, I could use some heroic help. It doesn't need to be right now, but could you come by when you have a spare moment? Much appreciated. I'd be waiting for you at my shop then. So was that Hrothgar just... Oh, roll quests. I've got to do those at some point. I love the roll quests. Because normally at the end, once you finish all of them, they end up having like an official ending that's a big deal. You can now gain access to roll quests with Baruch Ivu at Balyav Tai and pursue new adventures as you progress through the rite of succession. But that also means I need to level up all one of each other role. I've got to plan what I do. I want to plan ahead of time. Okay, where is it? There it is. Oh, where's my jobs? No. Okay, so obviously for melee DPS, I'll be doing Reaper. And tank, Dark Knight, obviously. Astrologian is a given. Physical, Dancer. Honestly, I didn't really have to plan much. I'm just going to do all the ones that are the highest in that. Red Mage, Magical Range, Physical Range, Dancer, Healer, Astrologian, Melee DPS, Reaper, and Tank, Dark Knight. Okay. So my favorite job of the jobs. I do wonder what I'd be dealing with in the role quests. What was I doing in the role quests last expansion? I vaguely remember what I was doing in Shadowbringers. I don't remember exactly wait. Shadowbringers. Was there none in Endwalker? Wait, hold on. Where? Oh, wait. This can't be right. There we go. There's the Master Role quests. Yeah, there was one for Endwalker. Void quests, which is what you got after these two. So this one is Dawntrail. There we go. Tank role quests. Okay, good. Healer, physical ranged, magical ranged, melee TPS, physical ranged, magical range. I never did the melee DPS. I never did the melee DPS of Endwalker? No, wait, I did. It's right here. It's just in Shatterbringers, they only had physical DPS and then magical ranged. But then they separated the physical melee DPS and the physical range DPS. Okay, okay. I didn't miss anything. Okay. I'm good. I'm good. Oh, Middy's on my shoulder. Middy's cute. Midgard Sormer. It feels ungrateful to leave so soon after Master Ripley granted me employment, but surely he'll understand. I do this for the future of Tuli Holal. I see you managed to find Von Jontaine. Master Ropley, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but he knows. Yeah. Von Jontaine has agreed to sign the Pot Pact, yes? While it is a shame to lose a capable goldsmith, to have one of our own handpicked to serve the Third Promise is a great honor for Wachumeki Peki. Which honestly said a lot, honestly. Like, pretty much first day on the job, first maybe 1 or 2 days on the job, you suddenly get handpicked by the Third Promise to fulfill something for her. It would say a lot about your work. I appreciate your understanding. And of course, he gets something out of this too. Even though he loses a worker, he gets word of mouth that one of his own workers was handpicked by a promise, making people come to him for quality projects. Of course, if you happen to know other talented artisans, regardless of their expertise, I hope you send them my way. It could even be yourself, if you're so inclined. I mean, I do want to get back into crafting jobs. I'll keep that in mind. Ow, my hair. I need to untangle. Ow. Damn wavy hair. It's pretty, but it's a curse as well. I'll keep that in mind. Though my time here was brief, I will not forget your kindness, Master Ropley. I am blessed to have these workshops be my first home in Tuli Holal. Come back to us if the Moblins cut you loose. You'll always have a job at the Wachumeki Peki. I expect you'll want to leave for Earthenshire as soon as possible. Ooh, Link Pearl. What became of Von Jontaine? Were you able to find him? No, we had to kill him. He was the next big bad of the expansion, so we decided to get him out of the way ahead of time. We did, and he's agreed to become a potsworn. We'll leave when he's ready, but you still have a little time. Splendid, we shall meet you, Adon. I had plenty of reasons to win the contest, but now I have one more. Von Jontaine's putting his faith in me, and I won't let him down. Come on. I hope these pants do not ruin my luck. You have now unlocked deliveries for Wachumeki Peki. Okay, cool. Cool. Mountain Linen Hose of Maiming. I'm fine with that. Yeah. Mm. Oh, damn it, I'm frozen. There we go.